direction of the center back panel. The other class, they asked me why it had to go in the direction of the center back and the center front. I will show you. Because these are correctly done, they're shown pressed to the center front and pressed upwards. If they are facing like this, in direction of the center front and the shoulder, they are less visible than when they are pressed to the other side. So it's really important to always do it like this. There's some, I know some of you learned differently. It really looks much better than when you do it like this. Then it's far more prominent, the dart. Yeah? Okay, so this is prepared for sewing the shoulder line. Of course with the right sides together. And then you see, when you place these together, that the shoulder of the back is 1 centimeter bigger than the shoulder of the front. And I already explained that last week when I explained the pattern, but maybe you didn't get that completely, about the shoulder blade. You have on your back, you're kind of curved because of your shoulder blade. That's why you also make this dart. And in front, you're kind of hollow. Is that a word in English? No, not flat. It's even going a little bit inwards. So what you do, the front panel, you're going to start by pinning the beginning and the ending of the seam correctly together. So like this. Turn a little to Clara. And I will you see, like this. And then you see that I have too much ease in my back shoulder. And I'm going to stretch it a little bit while I'm pinning. And work in the ease of the back shoulder. And when I start sewing this shoulder seam, I'm going to place the back panel underneath, because then the transporter of the machine, you know, the little piece will pull the fabric, it will divide the ease over the whole shoulder seam. You don't have to do anything, and it will come out fine. Yeah? So you pin it like this, so it looks like this, and when you place it like this on the machine, it will be gone when it's stitched, and there will be, when you finally, because you have to press open the seams, it will really look a little bit the curve of your shoulder, the back of your shoulder. Yeah? So that's what you need to do. So this is what you need to do before we can even start with neckline facing. So you sew the darts, press it to the center back, do the shoulder seam, press it open. Then you're going to interface your, does someone have facing present? Yes. So this is the front facing and the back facing. And you're going to interface them with a flexible interfacing. Then you're going to sew the shoulder seams like this. And then you're going to, when that's done, you press the seams open again, and you're going to overlock the complete outer edge of the facing. Yeah? And then it's prepared for sewing into the neckline. And then we'll come back to that. Yeah? Allowance on the back panel, on the center back seam. Those 2 centimeter seam allowance, you're going to fold to the right side for a moment, temporarily, for stitching in the neckline facing.
Louisa, can you put the folder away, the pink one? Thanks.
The clear view. Okay, so I'm going to pin in, and I'm going to pin it a little bit further because I want to know that it can be 2 centimeters everywhere. So I pin it to the right side of my fabric, to the outside. like this. Clara, did you already cut a half centimeter? Not yet? Okay, this is the complete neckline facing, which is completely the same size as this neckline facing, but I don't want it exactly here till my center back, so I'm going to, before I pin it, I'm going to cut off half a centimeter. And on this side too. Then I'm going to start by pinning the shoulder seams together, and they really need to be on top of each other. Continue with these pins. So you really see to it that they are on top of each other. That's really important, because otherwise the whole neckline facing shifts and it looks ugly. I think you didn't cut 2 centimeter seam allowance to the center. It should have been shorter now. Well, we'll just cut it, yeah? We will make it fit. Okay, so pinning the shoulder seams here also together. This one goes on top. Like this. And then you can pin in the neckline seam in between the shoulder seams. And if you've done it correct, it fits exactly, so you don't need to well, it's very easy to pin. If you're not sure, then mark the center front of your front panel and mark the center front of your neckline facing and place them also on top of each other. Iedere keer die grote naald. But for now it looks like it will work out like this. This is a little bit too much. Okay, and then here another pin. And then with Clara's center back, it didn't bend, it didn't go okay completely, so we need to shorten it, because the facing needs to be half a centimeter shorter than the seam of the center back. So basically, like here in the example, you see, I've cut a half centimeter, and it's really half a centimeter in front of the center back because I cut a half centimeter. And why do I cut it? I don't want to let it stick out into my seam because it shows. So that's why I cut it a little bit shorter. So we're going to cut yours, just cut it off and then make it work. Yeah? Well, if you've done that, you can stitch the whole neckline. See to it that the shoulder seams don't flip to the wrong side underneath, because they really need to stay open seams. When you've done that, you're going to clip or cut notches. Oh no, you're going to trim the seam of the facing. So you're going to cut it on half a centimeter, so that it's that the seam will be less thick and is going to make a smooth line underneath your facing. Then you're going to clip every centimeter, make a small cutting, a notch, whatever it's called in English. You do it in the complete seam line. I didn't do it here, but this is because of the example. Because here it's also underneath completely cut. So you make these cuttings, then you can turn the facing to the right side, inwards, and then you're going to top stitch here exactly on the edge of the neckline. All the seams are underneath the facing, and you're going to top stitch the facing, so when you really fold it to the inside, it doesn't show anymore outside. Yeah?